Very good afternoon to everyone. My name is Shalini and I am here to present a topic on tillage implement and their adjustment. The adjustments are very important before we put our implement in the field for proper penetration and proper field preparation. Here are some content which I will discuss in upcoming slides. The contents are: what is tillage, what are the objectives of tillage, types of tillage, classification of tillage implement and their adjustment. So, first of all, we have to understand that what is tillage. So, tillage is a manipulation of soil, or we can say it is the first farming operation and very important farming operation in which we create a favorable condition for the seed growth and proper crop production. If we suddenly open the soil, there are hard soils, or we can say there are larger clods. If we put seed on that clods, obviously the clods will dump the seeds and it not properly grown up. So it is very important that we should create a friable and favorable soil condition for proper growth of the crop. Now, tillage also include some three types of the action. First one is cutting, second one is pulverization, and third one is movement of the soil. Now, next come with what are the objective of the tillage. So, in next slide we will discuss about the following objective of the tillage. So, first objective is develop a desirable soil structure for seed or a root zone. Obviously, we have to prepare a good field condition for proper seed production and for the root production of the crop. Second one is control weeds or to remove unwanted plants. Yes, we do not grow weeds, it grows itself. Sometimes weed also compete our main crop. It also stops the growth of our main crop. So, if we do proper field preparation, there is less chances of weed growth. Third one is manage plant residue. When we go for the field preparation, there is a plant and there is a previous crop which we have to manage for our next crop and for the soil moisture. Next is minimize resistance to the root penetration. As I discussed in our previous slide, that if we suddenly open the soil, there are big clods, and if we directly shown the seeds on that big clod, they are not allowed them for the growth, and there should be a resistance for the root. Next is minimize soil erosion. Yes, if we do contour tillage and listing and putting the proper trusses, there is a chances of less soil erosion and also soil conservation. The last objective is to add humus and fertility to the soil by covering vegetation and manure. So many farmers put soil and fertilizer at the time of preparation of field for the better fertility of the seed. Now, the next is types of tillage. Basically, there are four types of tillage. First one is minimum tillage. In minimum tillage, there is minimum soil manipulation to meet to the best field preparation. Next is strip tillage. In strip tillage, only isolated bands are tilled for the field preparation. Next is zero tillage. In zero tillage, there is no need of tillage, or we can say in this type of tillage, we are going for direct seeding before after harvesting of previous crop. The last one is combined tillage. In this type of tillage, there are 2 to 3 tillage implements are attached in one combination for proper tillage implement. Then classification of the tillage. As we know very well that the tillage is classified in 2 categories, primary tillage and secondary tillage. In primary tillage, it is known as opening of soil, or we can say that the breaking the soil strength is known as primary tillage. Whereas in secondary tillage, also known as final operation, or in this type of tillage, we crumb the soil for better seeding. There are so many objectives of secondary tillage also, that we finer the soil, we break the clods, we manipulate or pulverize the soil. So in primary tillage implement, there are different types of implement comes in primary tillage. First one is moldboard plow, which is also known as ampli plow. Second one is disc plow. Third one is chisel plow, and fourth one is subsoiler. So ampli plow is one of the oldest tillage implement, or disc plow is also used as one of the first opening of the soil. But ampli plow does not use that type of the soil which is full of stony, grasses and bushes. But what we can do if we have this type of tillage which is full of stony, bushes or grasses, at that condition, disc type of the disc plow is best at that field condition. Now, chisel plow and subsoiler, these type of plow or primary tillage implements can be used when there are hard crust or there are hard pan come in the soil. So for the breaking of that hard crust, subsoiler is used. Subsoiler is used at the depth of 40 to 75 centimeters. Now come to the secondary tillage implement. In secondary tillage implement, cultivators, disc harrows and rotavators are used. Cultivators are used for the crumbiness of the soil. Sometimes cultivator is also used for the agricultural operation. Disc harrow. Disc harrow is categorized in three forms: single action disc harrow, double action disc harrow and tandem disc harrow. These type of harrows can be used according to the soil condition and type of the crop. Now the third one is rotavator, which is very popular nowadays. It is very efficient for the crumbiness of the soil. Next is moldboard. As I told earlier that some adjustment are needed before we put our implement to the field. As we know, moldboard is the one of the oldest of all agricultural implement and is generally considered to be most important tillage implement. So here are some instructions which we have to put in mind before we go for the field preparation. First one is the horsepower of the tractor selected should match the implement. This means that matching implement. For example, if we take 90 HP of the tractor and our implement is so small, then there should be power loss or there should be a fuel loss chances. Now, if we take 20 HP of the tractor and the implement is very big, attached implement is very big, then there should be a turning losses, there should be fuel losses, and sometimes there should be a chances of accidents. So the matching implement is very important. We should attach our implement according to the horsepower of the tractor, or we can select our implement according to the horsepower of the tractor. Second one is adjust the front or rear wheel track width. Yes, we have to adjust our wheel track and wheel width. What is wheel track and wheel width? So simply the wheel track is the distance between front axle wheel to rear axle wheel is known as wheel width. Same as wheel track, the distance between both the rear wheels is known as wheel track. Provide adequate front and ballast for tractor stability. Tractor stability is very important, or when we get traction, when we need traction, it is very important that we have to ballast our front end for the better stability. All plow adjustment should be carried out according to the manual which manufacturers have given. Select load and depth control setting according to the tractor operator's manual. Yes, the depth control is selected by ADDC. ADDC is known as automatic draft and depth control system. It can be done by hydraulic control system of the tractor. Now, next is these are some adjustment of moldboard plow. First one is vertical suction. Sometimes it is known as down suction. It is very important for the penetration of the implement. It is maximum clearance under the landslide and the horizontal surface. or known as land suction. It is a clearance, it is a maximum clearance between the landslide and horizontal plane, touching point of shear and its girdle side and heel of the landslide. It is very important for the cutting of furrow slides and it should maintain up to 5 mm. Now come to the next slide, disc plow. After adjustment of the mold plow, we have to understand some adjustment of the disc plow. So disc plow is also used as primary tillage implement. Disc plow is categorized in two forms, standard disc plow and vertical disc plow. There are so many disc blades which are supported on the flame, and the adjustment are disc angle. The disc angle should be maintained up to 42 to 45 degree. Tilt angle should maintain 50 to 25 degree. Width of cut is dependent upon diameter of the blade and it should maintain 18 to 25 centimeter. Leveling of the plow. Yes, this one is very important term because we attach our implement with 3-point linkage. So for the leveling, the top link of the tractor labeled our implement. Thus, last one is scraper adjustment. Scraper is attached in the plow for removing of soil which is stuck at the time of operation. So scraper can be adjusted through the help of bolts and nuts. Second one is disc harrow. There are also some adjustment in disc harrow. Disc harrow is secondary tillage implement and it is generally used for breaking the clods for final operation. There are also some adjustment in disc harrow. The first one is disc gang angle adjustment. Disc gang. Why we said gang? Because here more than 2 to 3 discs are attached in the frame, so we can say it disc gang angle, and it is maintained up to 0 to 50 degree. Disc harrow leveling, as we discussed in previous slide, that leveling is very important. Same disc harrow is also attached with 3-point linkage and it should be raised or lowered with help of top link. Scraper adjustment. Scraper is adjusted with the help of using the bolts and it is clamped on the implement. Depth control. Depth can be controlled by the hydraulic control system. Here are some points which affect the penetration of this harrow. What are they? These are angle of the gangs, weight of the harrow, disc diameter, disc sharpness. Sometimes discs are sharp or bend out or wear out from the edges. So we have to remove that type of the disc because it can affect the penetration in the soil. And last one is angle of hitch. Lastly, I include a video for better understanding of the adjustment. Here, operator removes the scraper and the disc is adjusted at proper angle through these bolts. So the disc angle is the angle in which plane of cutting edge is inclined at the forward direction of the, or we can say forward direction of the travel, and it should maintain 42 to 45 degree. Same as tilt angle, this one is tilt angle. In this, plane of cutting edge of the disc is inclined to the vertical line. See, at proper disc angle, it can operate properly. This is the scraper which is used for the removal of soil. It can be also adjusted with the help of nuts